Hello, my name is Karen Pierce, physical therapist, and I'd like to demonstrate how to correct a forward head posture or accommodate it if it's not correctable. So first of all, what is a forward head posture? Well, ideally, our head should be aligned up over our shoulders and over our chest, over our pelvis, and on down over our feet in a nice straight line, vertical in gravity. However, because a lot of the work we do is in front of us, whether we're typing on a computer or playing the piano, chopping vegetables, drawing, many things, even heavy tasks like lifting or working on a car, when we bend forward and we're looking at what we're doing with our hands. So sometimes when we do that, we end up jutting our chin out. So our shoulders come over in front of our chest and we put the chin out and try to see what we're doing with our hands. And it exaggerates that when we're trying to look through like bifocal or reading glasses through the lower part of the lens. However, that position puts a strain on the muscles in the back part of the neck, as well as compressing some of the joints in the neck, and can lead to degenerative changes in the joints or strains to the muscle and chronic pain. So to avoid this, we want to correct the forward head posture. So the first thing I want you to remember is when you have the forward head posture, you don't want to correct it by tipping your head back. That's not how you're going to get the correction. The way to get the correction is to bring your chin towards your Adam's apple. That way you lengthen the back of the neck. So again, and the lengthening occurs. Now, combine that with correcting the upper back. So if you have rounded shoulders where the shoulders have come over the chest, you can roll them back and lift the chest, making sure you're lifting from the chest and not just doing a back bend to get your chest up. So again, that's rolling the shoulders back and lifting the chest, and then it's bringing the chin toward the Adam's apple, again, toward the Adam's apple, so that you lengthen the back of the neck. It also helps to think of pushing the back of your head up toward the ceiling. Now, if that posture is not correctable and you're wanting to engage in strength training exercises, it's important that you idealize the posture within your ability to correct it. And so I'm going to focus on two things. First of all, if the rounded shoulder and flexed thoracic spine, which is like a kyphotic posture, is stuck that way, and you want to start exercising before you have fully corrected that with whatever types of exercises or mobilizations you need from a physical therapist, what I recommend is tuck the chin and lengthen the back of the neck in line with that kyphosis, so that your spine is lengthened and not compressed, but it's in line with your spine as it is, rather than the way it might look in an ideal picture. And then work within that position. That means you might actually be looking down. So if this part of you is looking down, you're not going to accommodate it by compressing your spine. You're going to bring your chin in, lengthen the back of your neck, and you might end up looking down. And that means you might have to adjust your work if it's at work, or it might mean you need to tip your car seat back so you can see over the steering wheel. But what you don't want is to make all of that correction from the neck. You want the chin in and the back of the neck lengthened, even if you have thoracic kyphosis. And then when it comes to the shoulders, if your shoulders are rounded and you can't get them back, you're not going to be able to have your arms in a straight line out to the side for your exercises. Or if you do, it's going to put a lot of strain on the front part of your shoulder. So what I'm going to recommend is bring your shoulder blades as far back as you can get them, and then bring your arm in line with your shoulder blade. And if that means it's maybe 30 degrees or maybe you just want to call it inches, maybe it's 10 inches in front. So it's like in front of your body a little bit. It's better to work there than to leave the shoulder forward and try to get your arm in line with your body. So again, if the shoulders are rounded and you can't get them all the way back, do your exercises in line with how far you can get your shoulders back, rather than leaving the shoulder forward and trying to put your arm back in line with your body. So hopefully those tips help you exercise safely and also do your work with less pain.